my name is Gillian Windever, and I have just finished some rehabilitation surgery on my upper arch. I guess I would have to say that I really was having to face my biggest fear. I can't stress that enough at the outset. I was really terrified of dentists, and I was terrified of any form of invasive treatment. I just didn't think that I would be able to do this at all. The first time I came to visit the practice was in this room, and Farhan asked me to take a seat on the chair. I couldn't even do that. So I sat on the dental stool and he sat on the chair, and he said, okay, we can do this. And so for me, the great thing was that there was no rush around this. I didn't feel time pressured. I had a couple of meetings with Farhan, and he explained to me very carefully exactly what would be required in this treatment. There was no pressure on me to go ahead with the treatment. It was very much my own decision. But I felt that it was a really good investment of my time, and I guess his time, because we got to know each other, and he explained to me what would be involved before I finally made the decision to have the treatment. And the treatment itself was much easier than I ever expected it would be. So that's a bit of a long story. I would have to say at the outset that I am very phobic around dentists, and for a number of years I hadn't attended a dentist at all, and so I was taking recommendations from friends and ringing around various practices. And the overriding thing for me was I knew that I would have to find a dentist who offered sedation. And so I called a number of dental practices. Most of them didn't. And one of those who didn't recommended Edinburgh Dental to me, and I just couldn't believe that it was here because it's virtually on my doorstep. And I live about half a mile from here. So it was really convenient for me, and I was just so pleased that I found Edinburgh Dental as a result of a recommendation. So without a doubt, I would definitely say confident. I feel so much more confident now than I did before. I'm naturally quite a sociable person, but I often find myself in conversations with friends holding my hand to my mouth. And sometimes that means that you're not heard, or people don't actually pay so much attention to you. So I would definitely say that I feel so much more confident now than previously. That is the easiest question to answer. I would recommend this practice 100%. For me, it was all about the team. So Dr. Farhan Ahmed is a really accomplished surgeon. I had huge confidence in him, and trust to me was very important from the outset. But equally, he's surrounded by the most amazing team, including yourself and people like Reem and Innes as well. So I met so many people, and I genuinely did feel that I had this family wrapped around me when I was coming to the practice. Without a shadow of a doubt, I would recommend the treatment. And I can honestly say that it wasn't painful. There was a bit of discomfort, I guess, after the surgery. There was some swelling on the third day, but that was nothing in comparison to what I felt there may be. So I would say it's a pain-free treatment, and if you go into the treatment with the right mindset, then I'm absolutely convinced that you would have a great outcome.